the illusion of the Dominican Republic, to where you have to figure out who truly loves you and who truly loves your pockets. Let me repeat that again. The illusion of the Dominican Republic, where you have to figure out who truly loves you and who truly loves your pockets. Right? And listen, I've told everyone, I'll continue to tell everyone, Santiago is, it's like home. It's like family, you know. As I've said, and I'll continue to say, the Dominican Republic specifically is the only country that I've looked into buying real estate, property, land. The only country in the world where I've spent hours looking at investing in my future, my retirement. But in the Dominican Republic, you're going to face challenges, and I'm here to solve those challenges for you. I am here to make life easier for you when you're swiping on Tinder or Bumble or Badoo or Dominican Cupid, which I'll talk about the apps in another video. Every woman that asks me for money in the Dominican Republic, every woman that asks me for money in the Dominican Republic look like this. Every woman that asks me for money in the Dominican Republic look like this. Every woman that asks me for money in the Dominican Republic look like this. And I'm here to tell you, guys that are going to the DR, listen, I love the DR, right? I'm not trying to disrespect the DR, but sometimes the DR disrespects itself. Guys, if you're going to the DR, right, and you meet a woman that invested in her money, you can go see my last DR video that I made, and I'll probably put it up here, right? I'll probably put it up here, right? I'll probably put it up here, right? So you can see it. Please watch it. You're going to need it. Every woman that got her body done and looks like this, every woman that got her body done and looks like this asks me for money. The women that didn't get their body done, the women that don't look like this, never asked me for money. Let me repeat that again. All the women that asked me for money in my time in Santiago, I had their body done. And it goes back to what we discussed in a previous video, that these women are not going to get their bodies done to be an accountant, to go to law school, to go to college, to work at a trade school, work at a bank, be teachers. These women in the Dominican Republic are not going to get their body done to work some blue-collar job, to put on a suit, slacks, heels, dress pants. These women are not going to get their body done. They're not going to get their body done to go to work every day and be in business casual. Every woman that has asked me for money in the Dominican Republic look like this. I'm going to tell you a story about this young lady. In a second, but these women that are going to get their body done, they're selling. These women that are going to get their body done, they're not looking for no relationship. They're not looking to date. They don't care about the future. They care about right now. And that is something that you have to worry about when you're in the Dominican Republic. You're going there looking for love and your wife and the future and something long term, some little light skinned crazy woman that cooks great food and, introduces you to plantain and introduces you to the culture and the music and all of these things. And all you're finding is someone that wants right now. And I'm going to tell you, I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be tempting, pause, right? I know it's going to be very difficult because it's difficult for a man of my caliber. In order to not run into women that really just want you for your money, you're going to have to left swipe on women that look like this. I know it's not easy, right? I know you might right swipe once or twice or five, right? I know it's not easy, but if you want to ensure that you filter out the women that are there for nonsense, the women that aren't going to take you serious, the women that are just going to use you and abuse you for 30 minutes to an hour and leave and may or may not see you again. If you want to filter out the nonsense of the Dominican Republic, you can't swipe right on women that look like this. You cannot swipe right on women that look like this because their intentions are not pure, and most of them, they're going to tell you their intentions. Within the first 15 minutes of the conversation, within the first 5 minutes of the conversation, and then to know them, they're going to tell you their intentions. It's not going to be rocket science. They're not going to hide that they're looking for money. They're not going to have you go out on a date and wine and dine and then say, oops, you owe me some money. Their intentions will be poor. Do yourself a favor and stay away from women that look. This individual wanted $600 for me to see her, for me to meet. This individual, this individual wanted $600. 600, not 600 pesos, not 6,000 pesos, $600 for this botched BBL. Probably one of the worst BBLs. And I'm not, the DR has a lot of horrible BBLs, but this individual wanted $600 for this botched BBL. $600. And here's the thing, guys. Let's be honest. Listen, I'm not into that lifestyle, that pay for play lifestyle. It's not really my thing. I'm just telling you what she said. I'm just telling you what she said. Right? But here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you the guys that's messing up the game, right? The guys that's making it hard for the next group of guys, right? Listen, once you leave on a plane, another set of guys is coming on the next plane. Let's be honest. You're boarding the plane, right? After someone unboarded the plane, right? Here's the problem. Here's always been the problem. These weekend warriors, right? These guys that go to the DR and various other countries, Colombia, various other countries for the weekend. They're there 2 days, they're there 3 days. They got time, right, to do a bunch of this. Because on Monday, they're going to be back at work. I guarantee you someone has paid that price. I guarantee you someone has paid that price. Some guys are like, oh man, I'm only here 2 or 3 days. Oh man, I'm back to work on Monday. Well, might as well, right? The weekend warriors are messing it up for everyone. And I'm talking about you weekend warriors in another video, but you weekend warriors are messing it up for everyone. For someone, listen, I'm not listen, for someone that has look like I'm not trying to talk about it, but come on now. Come on. Your face is trash, right? Your body's botched, right? Your doctor need to be sued. And you got the nerve to 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 to, to, to type six and two zeros behind it. Let's be honest, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all again for the 100th time. If you wanna minimize your headaches and stress and questions and concerns with regards to dating in the DR, if you see women that are botched like this, that have bad bodies like this, that are badly shaped like this, right? If you see women that invested a lot of money that they're probably still paying on some Dominican loans from the cosmetic surgery, if you see women that have invested a lot of money in their bodies on any of these apps, I highly suggest you to swipe the other way. I'm telling you with certain 99.999, I'm sorry, 100% of the time, if I swipe right on a woman that obviously had her body done, she's asking me for money. Let me repeat that again. If I swipe right on a woman that obviously had her body done, she's asking me for money. At some point in that conversation, money is going to come up. So do yourself a favor in the Dominican Republic, especially other countries, Colombia, other countries as well. If you're genuinely looking for love, as I believe most passports are, if you're genuinely looking for love and companionship and a submissive woman, if you see a woman that had her body done, go the other way. Don't have Dominican eyes based off lust. Because when you see women that have their body done, all you're doing is lusting. You're lusting, and trust me, you're not thinking about her being your girlfriend when you see a woman that's in a bathing suit and a BBL is this big. You're not thinking about relationships when you see a woman in a bathing suit on Tinder and her rear end is the size of Arkansas. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. So that's my advice on dating in the DR, right? If you see a woman that is cosmetically inclined, so to speak, go the other way because I can promise you that her intentions aren't to find the love of her life. Her intentions are to find ways to pay back that loan that she got for her body. Her intentions are to find ways to feed her kids because I promise you, and I can guarantee you, and I can bet any amount of money she has some. Her intentions are to pay her rent for this month. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of these women stay with their mothers. I'm going to talk about that in another video. My advice to you, if you're going to the Dominican Republic and you meet a woman and you see a woman that has her body done, go the other way, man. Go the other way. Go the other way. For you weekend warriors, you stop doing this, man. You weekend warriors is messing up the game. You weekend warriors have made it hard because here's what women are thinking. I'm gonna tell you what they think. If he won't do it, someone else will. Someone else will. If he won't do it, someone else will. These women are thinking if he won't do it, someone else will. And let's be honest, that's not a lie. I'm gonna say no, but one of you guys are gonna say yes to that six. I mean, only one of you guys gonna counter offer and say 500, 450, and she's gonna think about it and she's gonna say yes because it's close enough to that number. It's the Dominican Republic has become a horrible destination for men going to find love. Listen, I found my wife there, cool. We were married 5 years, so she says. I think it was less than that. Cool, right? We'll wish you the best, right? But dating now in the Dominican Republic is a lot different from the Dominican Republic a gazillion years ago. A gazillion years ago, there was a lot of women that were looking for a way out. A lot of women that were submissive and embodied these qualities that we're looking for in wives and girlfriends. But at this point in age with the Dominican Republic and you guys going down there making it rain with money and spending money unintentionally, throwing away money, a lot of guys have made it hard for men to go out there and find true love. Women don't want the stress. Women would rather just you pay them $600, y'all have a good time, she go home. I mean, it's not a bad way to think, let's be honest. But I'm not into this level of sorcery, negativity, craziness. This is diabolical. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. And I've said this in another video at another point in time. I'm continue to say it. The most beautiful woman in the world that I've seen combined in all in one place. Listen, Dubai, listen, you have a hard time. I'm gonna tell you something. You have a hard time finding the ugly woman in Dubai. You go out to nightclubs in Dubai, I'm telling you right now, if you know, you know, you're gonna have a hard time finding an ugly woman. I'm being honest with you. You're gonna have a very almost impossible unless you go to the slums of Dubai, the projects of Dubai, you're gonna have a if you go out in Dubai, you're gonna have a hard time finding someone other. This is Dubai pricing, not someone that got a botched body and a average face. Come on, man. And I'm not saying I've ever paid in Dubai, right? But these are Dubai right here, man. You can go to Dubai and find someone that looks like Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, uh, uh, Celine Dion, or Amber Rose. I'm telling you, the game is messed up, man. Rest in peace, the dating game in the Dominican Republic.